Hey everybody, Patrick and Marion here. Welcome to another Boomer High. We'll just ease in with a little music and we'll get this show on the road. Just going to do my sound check.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. Okay, Marion, everything's rolling. I'll just stop the music. There we go. There we go. Sorry about that.
There we go. That was very groovy, Patrick. There you go.
That was a little slow, I thought. I almost fell asleep before we got started. Well, hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to another Boomer High. Thanks for joining us this week. Tonight, Marion Herbertson, my co-host, is going to be leading the charge. How are you doing tonight, Marion?
Very well, Patrick, very well. Still very confused with all these time zone changes and all of that. So I'm glad you sort of reminded me about 4 times today, you know. Remember, Marion? So here I am. So,
Now, do you in the UK, do you go to daylight savings time eventually?
We do eventually. That's the problem.
It's not at the same time.
For example, with Eastern time, we're 5 hours apart. And then you'll go forward, so we end up going 4 hours apart.
Right.
And that's for kind of, you know, I never know when the clocks are going to change. So it's usually sometime near Easter. So it'll be like another couple of weeks at least.
Yeah, it's funny that they both countries don't change at the same time. But you know what? Even in North America, not even every jurisdiction in North America goes to daylight savings time. So in Canada, at least, I know there are certain provinces that don't. So,
oh my goodness!
So just you know what? It's okay. Like the cool thing is, right now we're 4 hours different. Eventually, we'll be 5 hours different again. The funny thing is, we're not very different.
No.
We're you know we work in distance, but it's funny how similar we are in certain respects. So look at first of all, how's your week been going?
Week has been hectic because, of course, there's so much happening both in Empower Network and IPAS, and keeping in tabs with all of that, plus making sure that you're building your business steadily, because you can get so distracted with everything that's happening and all the excitement. You can go off at all these different tangents.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I've been known, Patrick, to start a blog, write the first paragraph, and leave it on there for the rest of the day, completely forgotten that I'm supposed to be finishing it.
Yeah.
You know? And then kind of coming back to get it done.
I am so motivated about blogging now.
Yes.
I really fell off the blogging bandwagon a year ago because, frankly, when I was writing blog posts, no matter what I did, nobody was seeing them. And now it's like no matter what I do, they're going to the top of Google. So lots of people are seeing them. So the new blogging system within Empower Network, man, it is something else. It is just working.
I agree. I mean, here's the thing, Patrick. Right? I'm a convert because I was a WordPress person. So when I first started with Empower, I did use the Empower Network blog, and you know I liked it and all the rest. But of course, then I learned how to do my own thing, and I started using the WordPress sites, and became really, really proficient at using those. So when this came along, I was like, yeah, maybe, I don't know, you know. And here's the thing. This is why we need to check, and check again, right? Now, when you did the last webinar and you talked about, you know, everything being indexed that quickly, etc., I was like, okay, you know, let me go check. So I checked my my WordPress blog, which I've been building steadily for about the last 8 or 9 months. Right, Patrick, one blog was actually indexed.
Really? Like you did the site command and only found one?
Exactly, one. Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? I must have got this command thing wrong. So then went off to, yes, exactly. I went off to the Kalatu blog, which I've only just started, right, along with everyone else. Did the site command thing there. Every single blog I've done is indexed.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
That is
wonderful.
amazing.
And it actually, and we don't want to harp on it too much because you've got other topic to talk about tonight, but it's frankly, a lot of people will say, well, why do I want to get Kalatu when I can get WordPress for free? Well, there's a few different reasons. First of all, Kalatu is based on WordPress, but it has other facilities that WordPress doesn't have. First of all, it includes the hosting. So even if you can get WordPress for free, you can't do marketing on a free, like WordPress.com website. You can't do it. It'll get shut down. You just can't do it as far as I can tell. So you then have to go buy hosting. So you buy hosting from some hosting company. You could pay anywhere from, $10 to $15 a month for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're already, let's just say it's, I think I pay, because I do have some other sites, and I think I pay about $12 or $15 a month.
Yeah, mine's with GoDaddy, about that.
I think mine is $15 a month. So all of a sudden, it's $15 a month compared to $25. 25 for a Kalatu blog. But Kalatu blog has support. You can call somebody if you have a problem. There's a whole Q&A support center in the back office. There's the 21-day blogging challenge. It'll give you blogging ideas. It will just do all that kind of stuff. Plus, then there's a whole community around that'll help you. You run into a problem, you're just not an island. You're not just, I got this WordPress blog, I'm all by myself, I don't have any support, and I got to figure it all out. Exactly. Then there's the whole thing about SEO. With WordPress, there's it's probably hundreds of different plugins. And so for somebody who's brand new, to navigate through what plugins to put into WordPress and to make them work and to have to buy them, and, it's just a lot of stuff, right? And so we don't have to do it. It's all set up. The plugins are already built into the platform for search engine optimization, and it's just done. So, the question is, do you want to spend your time as a technical guy putting all these things together, or do you want to just turn it on and start doing business? And yes, it costs $10 more than typical hosting, but you get so much more for it. Right?
Absolutely.
So anyway, Marion, what did you want to talk about tonight? And I'm going to shut up and listen to you.
Okay. I didn't mean shut up and listen to me, Patrick. But I said, okay. My apologies. But yeah, it's to do with blogging and everything else. So it just seems to be something that is very relevant to all of us now. And it's so wonderful the way we learn from others and all the rest of it. A young guy in my team brought this to my attention. And we'd been talking about something very similar, Patrick, where you said, I wish there was a pop-up, which would capture leads on other people's sites. And I remember thinking, yes, I know there was something like that before, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And personally, I thoroughly dislike pop-ups because they irritate me, because some of them just won't let you get out of them. When this young lad brought this to my attention, I was like, oh my goodness, this is what we were looking at. And I want to share that with whoever's on the call today. And also, the other thing is, if we have time, because I don't want to go over time anyway, if we do have time, I would like to go through the daily action plan, because that's going to be a big portion of what is going to drive our businesses, if you like. So I want to go through both of those. But if there's no time for the daily action plan, that's fine. We'll do that next time.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you go through it. I'm going to keep my my video off now.
Okay.
Because you're the star of the show here, so I'm just going to mute myself and turn off my video so I don't accidentally, have the.
No problem, Patrick. I've just caught sight of myself and given myself the giggles with my my brand new haircut. It's kind of all the curls have been chopped out of it, so that will take. But my earphones look like they're part of my hair. How funny! But anyway. That's just a purely girly thing, so ignore me, everyone. But right, so let's talk about this tool. And here's the cleverness of this tool, right? When I write my blogs, I know when all of us do, we want to be able to give value, right? So very often I would want to refer to somebody who has more authority than me. You know, recently things like Neil Patel, right? You want to say to people, you know, this is where I've got these statistics from, or this is where I've got this knowledge from. Listen, this is what Neil Patel says, and this is the kind of results he has, right? And you want to be able to send them to his site to gain that extra value. But of course, the back of your mind is always this thing, oh my goodness, you know, what if I send them to his site and they just lose their way, they just don't come back to me again, you know? What a wasted opportunity that is. And this little tool addresses exactly that issue. Okay, now it's called Sniply. Let me show it to you here. Oh, let me share my screen first of all. Okay, give me 2 seconds.
And I've just turned my audio on just so I'll let you know that it's sharing okay, Marion.
Okay, Patrick, thank you. So, let me do this again. Okay. Okay, that's not it.
Almost did it. It's the green.
The little arrow, isn't it? Yeah, but it's not showing the page that I want to share. It's only showing the 2 Google Hangout pages.
Really? Let me check on my end. 1 second. Do you have another browser window open with you?
Yeah, I have the whole presentation open here, like about 6 different tabs.
Oh boy.
And
it's only showing one screen. Yes. Yeah, because I have another browser instance open and it's showing 2 on mine.
Okay.
Maybe open up another browser window or something.
Yeah, that'll be good. Let me try that. Okay, go to good old Google. I can see what's happening there. Okay, I'm going to share my entire screen.
Okay.
Oh my goodness me.
There we go.
Can you see my Google screen now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, excellent. So this should now work. So if I close that and show this instead, can you see this, Patrick?
Yep, just fine.
My search screen. Okay, excellent. Right, so type Sniply into your Google bar, right? And it will bring this up, right? It's called Sniply Social Media Conversion. And go through all of this, and you'll see everything here, the pricing, etc. I'll take you through that. All right. But what I want you to know, let me take you through some of the setup, etc. So simple. So basically, what Sniply does is you give it 2 parameters. You tell it where you want the person to go to, and you tell it what action you want the person to take if they click on your link or your button, right? So let's try it here for free first of all. Okay, I've actually got my own setup already, but I'll show you how to do this. So you can try it for free, right? So here you go, and you can set up an account very, very simply. You can log in with your Twitter or Facebook account, or you can actually give your full name and email address, create a password, create an account. Okay, but obviously I've got an account already, so let me log in there. Okay, pricing, by the way, you can have it completely free if you like, right? So see here, you've got the free plan here, up to 1,000 clicks a month, 1 Sniply profile, 1 team member. You've got brilliant analytics, and integrations, etc. I haven't bothered with the integrations as yet. I'm just keeping it nice and simple, yeah? And that's my current plan. What I would suggest is you try it free for a little while. If it's working for you and if you find it's worth your while, then upgrade, go up to the next one. You get customizable colors and all that kind of thing, right?
Sure. I mean, you basically get to have up to 1,000 clicks, so you don't start paying until you get to that threshold. That's cool.
Exactly, Patrick. And you know, if you happen to cross that threshold, what happens is your link still works. So say if I'm sending my link to Neil Patel's site, people won't find a broken link, so they'll still go. The only thing is when they click on the button, and I'll show you what I mean by the button, then they won't actually come back to my site.
Got it.
Yeah, but you'll be informed about that, and then, you know, you can then go and upgrade, really. All right. So that's the first thing, Sniply pricing. But let's go back here, and I'm going to log into my account. All right. Hopefully I remember. Come on, Marion. Okay, as you can see here, I use LetPass, and it kind of logs me into, you know, everything, because otherwise I wouldn't remember anything. Yeah, and here's a biggie.
I use LastPass as well. I mean, I'd go nuts if I didn't have it.
I know. Here's a biggie, Patrick, to be, well, you know, for everybody to be really aware of. If you see the screen here, I've entered my email and my password, etc., and it doesn't give me any options to do anything. Now, that might be just because it's my screen resolution, but if it's something that's universal, then make this smaller, and then you'll find the login button.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's something really odd. I sat and stared at it for about 5 minutes before I kind of worked it out. So here we go, right? And I'm just going to help you create a snip here. That's what it's called. And you'll see the logic behind it. So I've chosen 2 things here, right? One is the link that I want, the page that I want to send them to. And as we know that we're talking about Boomer High here. So let's talk about this, for example. I went retirement age to increase because that's a big topic here in the UK. Right, and it's been for the last year or so. And this is a very interesting one. Retirement age to rise by as much as 6 months per year. Okay, so I clicked on that and it opened up to this article here, right? And I want to send them there, right? Let's just say you can do whatever you like. You can send them to, you know, Think and Grow Rich videos. You can send them to YouTube videos. You can do what you want to your destination.
Any topic you think is interesting that people will be
exactly.
Right? Yeah.
To coincide with your market.
Yeah.
You know, if you're marketing to young mums, if you're whatever you're doing. So my thing would be, again, we go back to this whole thing of keyword research. If you've got something if you've got a topic in mind that you're looking at, then use that very topic, find something that's really, really relevant to that topic, and, you know, use that as your value base, really. So once I found that, yes, I'd like to, and to be honest, I didn't go into too much depth here, simply because, you know, I'm just giving this as an example, right? So what you then do is you highlight the URL, copy it, okay? Go back to your Sniply thing here, and you enter the URL there.
Okay.
Right? So I've entered it there, and now I say create snip. Okay? So then it brings up this page. So it's posting it as me here. And this is so interesting. I don't know if you can see the bottom of this page here. Let me take you. Do you see this thing building its... Okay, I'm going to hide that bit. Can you see this little thing building up here? This is because I was playing with it beforehand, just to make sure I didn't mislead you all, you know? Mm-hmm. So here you go. So you've got your page URL in there, and that's where you want people to go. And then you can say, what do you want to happen? Do you want them to see a link or a button or a form or an image, right? Now, with a form or an image, this is only available with the paid versions.
Okay.
Okay, that's why it's locked for now. Upgrade to Pro, it says, yeah? So you can do a link or a button. So I chose the button option. And this is the message that I typed in. Build your retirement budget working from home. Retire early, exclamation mark, right? So my picture appears there, my name appears there, and my message there, and a button. And you can actually customize your button as well down here. See here, your button text. I changed it. It said something about read me or something. I've changed that to learn more. And here, I've put in the destination to where I want them to go to when they click the button.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just going to create. I'm going to click create. Okay. And I'm given a link. I'm given a Sniply link. Okay. So I'm just going to click on that to copy it. Or let's preview it first of all. Let's just preview it. So now, if I give that person my link and they click on that link, they'll be taken to that page I was talking about. And here on the bottom of that page, instead of having an intrusive, frustrating pop-up come up there, and I don't know about you, Patrick, but if I see a pop-up, I immediately search for the closed, the little sign to close it down. But this person could be browsing away here, and there, unobtrusively sitting at the bottom there, is my message, my picture, my message, and my button. Right. And, that gives me the authority of this site, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's great. I love it.
Isn't it? Isn't it? And so simple. Yeah. Right. So they come along there. And they go, oh, okay, yeah, this is really worrying information, Build your retirement budget early working from home. Wow, let me retire early. Wow, let me learn more. Right? And when they click on that button, they go to one of my pages.
Right.
Here we go.
Right.
It is as simple as that. Now, you can craft this to do exactly what you want it to do. So you can be very clever with your wording. You can be very clever that you're creating a bridge, even with those few words. You're creating a bridge between where you're taking them from to where you're taking them to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's as simple as that. And what this does is, like I say, they could be, these guys, these pages get tons of traffic.
Well, that page, and for instance, that when you're saying create a bridge, so you're talking about people retiring early. You're talking about an article, people retiring early.
Yeah.
You're giving them, in this case, you're giving them an iPass opt-in, and you yourself could have a bridge video as soon as they opt in that would get that you could have a video if you wanted that would talk about retiring early.
Exactly.
Or whatever, right? So it's all congruent with each other. And you're getting to leverage the power of an article that's just regular commercial press.
This is the thing. It's so clever. And, it has the same effect as blogging does.
Yeah.
In that it's there to bring traffic to your site.
Right. And I assume you share the snips primarily on Facebook, do you? Or
you can do what you want to with it, Patrick, Facebook and all over the place. This is the thing. You can send it to your list. You can do whatever you want to with it there.
Cool.
But it has the benefit of, rather than you just being you and they're like, so why should I listen to her? They're seeing something that they trust, right? It's the Telegraph, for goodness sake. They see it there. They know it's something that has clout, and then they see you on that as well.
Yeah, it kind of gives you a little authority being on the page.
Exactly.
People have seen these, but I just think it's great. It almost looks like it's an advertisement on the page or another article tied to it, whatever. It's really cool.
Yeah. Look at that. That's all it is. So it's just so easy, really, and that is all. That's today's training.
Yeah.
It is that simple, simply because it is that simple, but it is hugely effective. What I'd like you all to do is actually look at, is it this bit here? Share content. Look at all the, if we can see here, all the different companies and the entities that are using this.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see here, Neil Patel. It's wonderful. Ever since I've heard of this guy, he's everywhere.
Yeah, I actually see him on GetResponse now on their opt-in pages too.
Yeah. I wonder if that's got something to do with retargeting. Do you think?
Oh, that would be pretty sophisticated to throw that little image in the middle of it based on I don't know. I got a feeling he's just such a popular SEO-oriented internet marketer. I think a lot of people would know him. So
absolutely.
yeah.
And look at the amount of clicks this little thingy has generated, you know.
That's something.
And they give you a really good rundown here on how you can use it and why use it, you know, to increase your social media traffic and all sorts of different things. So really, really clever thing. And there's another little example here as well, which you can use. But yeah, it's just a very clever little button, really.
Yeah, I really like it. I actually signed up for it a little while ago. I used it 1 or 2 days, and then I just got busy with some other stuff, and I just haven't gone back. But now that it's so easy, it's like you can create a snip in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Right, and share it. You might as well. And then setting up your page that you're going to that's just putting a link there and putting in a text and putting in the text for your button, right?
That's it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Cool.
You know,
okay. Well,
and with each, you get that little snip code, and that's the one you hand out. And then, you know, you're sitting there inviting people to click on that button simply for giving them value, which is what it's all about. So it's absolutely great.
I see Sue posted on the site there. Good to, you know, things that people are discussing a lot, like Huffington Post or CNN or, you know, these days over in the UK, you could be talking about the guys on Top Gear or anything that's relevant right now, right?
Yeah. I mean, Patrick, it's as simple as, you know, if you send them to watch a video, you know, you post videos on Facebook and all of that kind of thing. But even if you just direct somebody to go see a video, you know, you say, this made me laugh this morning or whatever.
Sure.
You can actually do it with that. And, you know, while they're watching your video, they've got you there reminding them to click on, you know.
Well, when you think about it, how often are you posting a link to an article on Facebook? Quite often, right? And yet here, all you're doing is you're adding a little kind of an attachment to it so that you can get some kind of benefit other than just purely the social, you know, getting a bunch of likes or something from people. As much as it's kind of feels good, it doesn't do a lot of good, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this way you have a chance in getting some opt-ins from people, or if people share it, then it goes wider. Yeah, it's a great idea. What a cool little tool.
Cool, isn't it? It's really good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. My team is, you know, ready to start using it. So interesting. So there you go. Now, Patrick, I can hand back to you, or do we want to go through? You know, we've done half an hour already. I don't want it to be too long because there's so much all of us to be doing. I would hold off on action plan until next week. Okay, let's do that.
But, you know, maybe what we could do is end again. I mean, I know we have regular people here that are already active and members with us, but if anybody does see this and is not active with us and you want to participate regularly with Boomer High, you're welcome to come back every week. Here, let me turn my camera back on 1 second. We do this every week, and each week we do a free lesson. Sometimes they are more in depth, but this tool is so cool and easy to use that it doesn't take a lot of depth, right? It's like 10 minutes to learn how to use it, if that. But basically what we do as in Boomer High is we teach internet marketing primarily to a baby boomer audience. We have hundreds of people watch it throughout the week. Some people join us live. Some people watch the recordings. On our website, you'll see an entire library of past recordings. Again, some episodes are long. Some have been as long as 90 minutes or even 2 hours. Most are about an hour. So you're welcome to join us each week if you would like, and we do them at 6 p.m. Eastern, right now, daylight savings time, every Thursday. And we also, all of us that are active with it are using a blogging platform, and there's a link to it right below, a big green button if you want to start blogging. Why you want to blog is because you can start spreading the word not just by articles like Snipply articles, but actually by blog posts you write. And by using the Kalatu platform that we're using, you can get them ranked in the search engine so that people are finding you based on the topic. I mean, when you post in Facebook, people are finding you because you're already friends with them in Facebook. But if you post an article about a topic on your blog, especially with a Kalatu blog, people are searching for that article or searching for that topic will find you. If they do, if they join your business, if you become an affiliate with Kalatu, you can earn commission, and all the training is within the system. So we all like it. We use it. I have been so motivated about blogging lately because literally, Marianne, no more than 5 minutes after I hit enter on a blog post, it is up top, usually on the first page of Google for that topic, sometimes on the second or third page, and it might take some comments from other people to get it to move up further. But quite often it's been literally the moment I hit enter. I don't know. I always thought Google was going to just come out periodically, but I think what happens basically when your RSS, to sound a little techie here, when you hit enter and create a new post, that immediately puts something in your RSS feed. Not that you have to do anything about that. If your blog is active, Google is monitoring that carefully. So what happens is once you hit enter on your blog post and you're in your regular and active putting new stuff on your blog, it's monitoring it carefully. Whereas if you're only writing a blog post once a month, well, it'll probably only come by once a week or so to see if there's anything new there. So your website or blog starts to collect dust and doesn't really get any new traffic. So anyway, the key thing is the Kalatu blog is dead simple to use. You don't have to pay for hosting. You don't have to buy plugins. You don't have to buy widgets. You don't have to buy themes. If you don't know what any of those are, good, because you don't have to worry about them. You basically select a look and feel how you want your blog to look. Marion, what's the name of your blog? We'll tell you people that. Why don't you show that as an example?
Okay.
You share your screen, and then I'll show mine, because I think we're both using completely different styles.
We are, yes.
Yeah. So you show yours first, and then I'll show mine.
Okay. Let me.
It's just an example of the styles that are built into the system. And I'll go pull up a browser window myself while I'm doing this too.
Okay, can you see that, Patrick?
No, not yet.
Okay, I think I'm all right.
Okay.
Would it help if I click the share button, wouldn't it?
It will. No, it didn't. It
No,
didn't. No,
there. Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah? Okay. So that's mine. Money Matters with Marianne. And yeah, I've gone for quite an old-fashioned type, really, but I just liked it. It was nice and simple, and all the rest of it. It shows all my
classic style, the classic Empower Network style, right? So you're comfortable with that. Okay, here, let me show mine. Mine's a little different.
Yours is nice and
Or
very
you want to
fresh.
navigate down or navigate around it a little bit?
Who, me, Patrick? Okay. Well, see, it's just done everything. All of this is all sort of there already. I didn't have to do anything about that. It's put my pages in. It's put the videos in, which I remember on my WordPress site, I really, really struggled to fit my videos into my sidebar.
Right.
This gave me a complete surprise and actually just put them in without even telling me.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now every time I do a new video, it just pops the new one in there and then, adjusts the others accordingly. Recent posts, categories, it's all there. And the fun thing is, and here's all the comments as well, which is always nice to have, kind of thing. And all my blogs down the side. Now, I haven't got my picture showing. Remember I told you, Patrick, I don't know why it's not showing, and I keep forgetting to phone support about it,
Yeah, yeah.
But otherwise, I've got these around the top here. There's a nice drop-down sub-menus as well if you want them. So everything that you can do with a WordPress blog, you can practically do here without the complications.
Right.
And that's something I like.
I'll show mine because it's quite different. Let me just set up sharing here. Let me know when you can see it.
Yep, can see it.
Okay. So mine is a completely different style, even though we're using the same back-end platform, which is really cool. There's about 5 different themes, they call them, in the platform. This is the one I've chosen to do. In my case, what it does is kind of a snippet of a blog post. This is the start of it. It has my image for that post, and then if somebody wants to continue reading the article, they click on that or click on the image. And then let me just maximize my window here so I can see it a little bit better. So basically, I've got an image that's my feature image on the blog. I have my article. I have, in this case, I don't have them on everyone. I have a video that I've embedded. Some more of my article. I then have set up my blog that I have. This is an opt-in page, and that's on every blog post. So you can see I've kind of done a kind of a theme oriented towards a little bit orange and blue.
Yeah.
In my images, even in this sidebar image, which is one that I've made myself, and also in the opt-in page that is on every one. And I've actually, on this particular image, I also included the opt-in as well. And again, you can see my most recent blog posts down the side here. And so it's a really different style. Let me go back to the home page again. It's a really different style to Marian's, even though we're using the exact same platform in the back end. Not one's not any nicer than the other one. It's just different, right? And it's a style that I like. And in this case, again, it's and I've done a couple other things on mine. I have a little button here if people want a call from me to set up a time. They can click that button and set up a time, and request a time, I should say. And there's my calendar is in there. That's an opt-in page. This is a product that I actually created, so some people buy that, but the rest are my blog posts. And I've got now in my blog, again, this website, patrickbatty.com, is only about a month old, but because we were able to migrate our old posts, I have about 170 or 200 or so posts on this site. So when I go to the bottom there, I can see I got like 18 pages worth.
Amazing.
Over and over. Each of these is a different article that I personally wrote, and I enjoy writing, and I really do. Now, I fell away from it about a year ago. Otherwise, I would have had twice as many on here, but I kind of fell away from it because we had a temporary older platform that just wasn't getting blog posts indexed and ranked. So if my thoughts were, well, it's not worth spending my time. So I didn't write a lot of new ones for that period of time. I did some, but not as many. But I write about all kinds of stuff. This is like one of my sports teams that is nonstop terrible that I follow. This is, I wrote about pizza, believe it or not. My passion is marketing, so I do a lot about marketing. People write about whatever their passions may be, and so I do a lot about marketing because it's something that I really, enjoy. Lots of people enjoy other things. They enjoy dogs or cats or hobbies of one thing or the other, and that's the cool thing with this system. You can write about whatever you want, and you can even create banners oriented to that, put them on the site. And then if you become an affiliate with the system, well, then there's an opportunity where you can make money if people do it. So as you can see, I've got, dozens and dozens. This was a cool actual post. My wife and I created a map that showed where we've been over the years.
Oh, wow.
And we've traveled a lot. And travel is, if we do have a hobby, travel is our hobby. And we just spent 3 weeks out in the southwest U.S. We've traveled a lot around Europe. I've traveled in Asia. That was mainly work. Australia, New Zealand, Fiji. We lived in Australia for a while. I can see Hawaii here. I guess this is Fiji. I can't remember what else would be out that far. But again, through Europe, I haven't done much. We've been to South America, only to Venezuela, which is at the tip, but all through the Caribbean. So we've had a lot of fun. So we travel a lot, and that is our passion. And Bonnie's retiring this year, so we're going to have more time to travel more.
Nice.
That's it. So that's an example of a Kalatu blog. And again, I want to remind people that if you want to get started, they click the big green button down below. That'll set it up. Whoever sent you here to Boomer High tonight, or whoever invited you to Boomer High, will be your sponsor with the Kalatu blog. And I'm sure they'll be in touch with you to help you get going, things like that. But that's it. I think we could end early tonight. I'm actually going to be on Empower Network live call tonight as well with some other leaders in the system, and then being interviewed by the CEO tomorrow. So I've got a kind of a busy couple of days.
Busy and productive. Yeah, good.
Yeah, well, kind of exciting days, right? And that's fun. And you know, some of these will have a pretty big worldwide audience. So I'll make sure I don't swear or do anything stupid, or I don't necessarily do all that on these, but I do. I try my best. But anyway, let me stop sharing my screen here. I'll just minimize that and stop sharing. There we go. And I think I've stopped sharing, haven't I?
You have, yes.
Yeah. So I think we should end it in a little early tonight, but I want to thank everybody for coming by. If you're with us live, that's great. We'll be back next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings time. And if you get a Kalatu blog, great. We'll get you going, and your sponsor will help you. And other than that, we'll see you next week. Marion, thank you again. I love Sniply. I promise to share a snip tomorrow. And you'll see my snip. So there we go. I'll do my best. Looks simple enough, even I can handle it.
Bless you. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for popping by. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye.